Yeah, Secretary, may we know, Joel from Palawan Times, may we know how much the DOT spent for this CPTEX and what is the expected revenue for this?
RD Alabado, okay.
Okay, so for the CPTEX, it's very, we spent around 5 million mga magagawa natin. But at the same time, we are in partnership with local government units. So we are very grateful for the government of Palawan, the private sector of Palawan and Puerto Princesa to have also helped us. Ang partner ko talaga namin dito si Palawan Tourism Council, and they helped us very, very much in doing all of these preparations for our successful
Target revenue, sir.
Now we're looking at from the revenues that our tourism agencies or stakeholders will be getting. We are looking at, for example, kanina po si isang accommodation natin, meron na daw siyang reservations of around mga 5 na mga visitors. So as early as 1 o'clock meron na agad. So we're looking, it will be in the millions that our resorts, and we're looking forward for the B2B. Pag sinabi mo natin B2B, ito yung mga tour operators and the local attractions natin. Then we may be able to calculate once they have given us the reservations and the contracts that they have. But we will update you on the final count that we can have regarding the businesses that have been closed pagdating po dito sa ating expo. That is the most important thing pagdating sa expo.
Okay. Our next question is from Sir Lavrino.
Expectation po natin yung upcoming launching.
Unang-una, pinapasalamatan ko po yung Palawan Provincial Government, pati na rin po yung City Government of Puerto Princesa at yung partners natin sa Palawan Tourism Council. Yung nais po ng ating Presidente, Bongbong Marcos, na mabigyan ng pagkakataon yung ating mga destinasyon sa Pilipinas na ma-highlight talaga at ma-promote. Kaya naman po, yung expectation natin sa Central Philippines Tourism Expo ay mas mabigyang diin pa yung tourism development ng Palawan, and of course, the other provinces in Mimaropa. Kasali na rin dyan yung Calabarzon, Bicol, Eastern Visayas, Western Visayas, and Central Visayas. Yung goal natin ay mas dumami pa yung ating mga domestic tourists at mas dumami rin yung ating international visitors, kasi nakita natin sa 2023 na sumobra sa 3.367 trillion yung visitor receipts natin. Combined yan sa domestic and international visitor receipts. And Central Philippines Tourism Expo will ensure that the local economies of the regions that this expo benefits will further thrive, and that yung mga local stakeholders natin ay magkakaroon ng livelihood and additional businesses and expanded markets.
Next voice from Rebecca. Good afternoon po, Secretary. You mentioned po kanina na magkakaroon na rin po ng TRE sa Brooks Point, Palawan. May target date na po ba tayo? Kailan yung groundbreaking nito?
Tapos na po tayo sa pag-inaugurate ng ating tourist rest area sa Rojas, Palawan. At susunod na po dyan yung pagsimula ng ating tourist rest area sa Brooks Point. Hindi na po tayo mag-formal groundbreaking doon. It will start. Forthcoming na po yan kasi funded na siya and approved already. So we expect construction to commence within this year.
Sa city po, may plan po ba tayo na maglagay rin po ng TRE sa Puerto Princesa City?
The request of the City of Puerto Princesa is really to support their MICE industry. And that is why we are now working in close coordination with both Mayor Byron as well as Tiaza to register their designated area as a tourism enterprise zone para naman po maka-attract tayo ng investments from the private sector in the putting up of a convention center for Palawan.
Next voice from Palawan News on trips and airport development.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Regarding tourism-related infrastructure projects, particularly nabanggit nyo kanina yung 300 kilometers na tourism road. Ano na po yung status ng update nito?
over 300 kilometers of tourism road infrastructure projects constructed by the Department of Public Works and Highways have been completed, and also meron tayong mga areas that are still for expansion. Sa pagkakaalam ko rin, merong portion yung trips na yan dito mismo sa Palawan through the hard work also of Congressman Pito Alvarez, who worked with the Department of Tourism para malagyan natin ng trips in these areas. For 2025, we are lobbying once again for the continued funding of the continuing tourism roads, and hindi lang po yan, para naman magkaroon din tayo ng funding for new tourism roads para mas dumami pa yung accessibility natin sa ating mga destinations.
Another question, ma'am, particular yung kahapon when President Marcos was here, nabanggit niya po yung airport development program, particularly in Puerto Princesa City and Pag-asa Island sa West Philippine Sea. Ano po yung magiging effect nito sa tourism sector?
Pinapasalamatan po natin yung ating presidente kasi yung thrust talaga niya ay mabigyan ng mas dagdag na accessibility yung ating mga destinasyon. Kaya naman po, masaya tayo na nakatanggap ng update galing sa Department of Transportation that the privatization of the Puerto Princesa International Airport is forthcoming. And we welcome the development of an airport in Pag-asa. And in fact, I was just speaking to the mayor of Kalayaan because we have pending collaborations, especially in terms of infrastructure investment in Kalayaan, and we have already completed the training of tourism workers in Kalayaan to provide opportunities for tourism development in the island.
Last two questions, ma'am. One is for Ronaldo Bandera on partnership with other countries.
Yes, good afternoon, Secretary. Regarding on the collaboration po, we have a former plans regarding on the collaboration with our nearby countries like Brunei, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Philippines. Kumusta po yung update po patungkol po rito?
Yung good news ay kakapirma lang po natin ng Memorandum of Cooperation on Tourism with Brunei when I was there with the President for his state visit. And this particular memorandum focuses on increasing tourism arrivals and also ensuring that we're able to open up the connectivity between Brunei and the Philippines. As far as our ASEAN neighbors are concerned, I've just completed a meeting with the Vice Minister of Tourism of Thailand when we held the UN tourism events in Cebu. And we are aggressively pursuing the two-country, one-destination program, and also increasing connectivity between Thailand and the Philippines through our carriers. With regard to Indonesia and Malaysia, we have forthcoming memoranda of cooperation on tourism with these countries. And specific to these two, we are still continuing with the efforts under the BIMP-IAGA to provide direct connectivity to the Mindanao region, especially due to their proximity. Yung sa Qatar naman, kakapirma lang natin na when the Amir was here, a memorandum of cooperation on tourism as well, focused yon on business events. Overall, patuloy yung ating strategic partnerships sa ibang mga bansa, no? And hindi lang promotional, hindi lang din to open up flights, but also to introduce our other tourism products. Kasama na dyan yung ating gastronomy tourism. Kaya naman, kakatapos lang natin ng very successful UN Tourism Regional Gastronomy Forum.
Last question, ma'am, about the Palawan Rehab with BYPR.
Yes, update lang po sa mga pinapadalang reports about sa monitoring ng Ron and El Nido. Yung kanilang kinakaharap ng problema about the tourism.
Ano yung question?
Yung about sa kanilang tourism doon, ma'am, sa El Nido, na kung may nakarating na po sa inyong report about sa monitoring na ginagawa sa kanilang area.
And the closure, I think, or
May
before.
final recommendation ako.
Yes. So the Department of Tourism is working with both the DENR and the DILG. The three secretaries were here in Palawan recently to meet with the Mayor of Coron and the Mayor of El Nido. This is coming out of the initial meeting that we had in Manila a few months ago to emphasize the national government's support to ensure the sustainable tourism development of Palawan, specific also to these two LGUs. So on the aspect of El Nido, from my end in the Department of Tourism, our attached agency, Piazza, is working with El Nido so that we can provide assistance to them, especially in terms of their sewage treatment facilities, on the as well as their water treatment facilities. So these are ongoing negotiations between Piazza, DOT, and El Nido. On the aspect of Coron naman, we are awaiting the feedback of the LGU as far as the available property that they can give to us, provide to us, so that masimula na po natin yung construction of yung STP. Yes, as I recall, the STP for Coron. So it's a collaboration between the three agencies, and yung nais po talaga natin ay matulungan natin yung mga LGUs, even as we urge the LGUs to continue to strictly implement yung ating mga environmental regulatory measures to ensure the safety of our tourists.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.